The sixth season of the Strixon Duckhook Golfers, and we're excited to get going. I've seen the chat line. Everybody is ready for the season to start, especially Brandon, because he started his season and he's got a trophy, and it's like, well done. Complete excitement, jubilation. Dude, what a day.
It was really an awesome day. Thanks again, Fricky, Maz, Ryan, for all the hard work you guys put into every event. I think everyone thoroughly enjoyed it. You could just see it with everyone's passion and concentration and determination to score every point. Yeah.
What an excellent day. We will dive into the shootout. We'll show you all the results. We've got the little interviews, see how excited everybody was. Fricky, we had a good day, and unfortunately we just lost.
Yeah, no, I don't think we had a great day. Look, we were struggling big time. But look, I enjoyed the company. It was awesome having you by my side for 2 rounds. And yeah, it's probably the last time that we'll have a round together because there's so many things that's going to happen this year. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a lot of sleuter, in that grass, for whatever reason. So hopefully I can get rid of them. The divots, the sleuter that I eat.
Oh,
yeah, I lost like 10 balls that day, eh?
You did hit a couple fat, and you shanked your first one. That's always a good start.
First iron shot was a proper shank, and from the middle of the fairway, so that was lovely.
80 meters in bush. Ryan, any shanks at IFA?
No, not shanks, but a lot of fluffs. It wasn't my greatest of days. But yeah, we managed to win a match. So yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, but the day overall went well. It was great fun. It was just fantastic. The guys we played against was absolutely fantastic. A lot of fun as usual, and there was no rain. Thank goodness.
Can you believe? Turned out to be the most perfect day for golf. Even at some point, so hot, but it was good.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the little trees that we found close to the fairways was enough shade for you and me. I mean, there was like a few times that we just, hid under the shade just to get out of the sun.
For sure. Let's go straight to the guys who are watching us. And thank you very much once again for taking the time out to watch the Duckhook show. I'm going to try, but if you want to take a photo of your setup and how you're watching us, I'll see if I can put it in the show while we're busy. Kieran, very eager and waiting for us. He says, hello. He says, good evening, Duck Stars. Hans is there. Hello, Quackton. And I like his second comment where he says, a Wednesday without Duckhook show is like a braai without wood.
That's true.
Love it.
Many people agree. Gerap is playing in his first shootout and part of the winning team. Very excited. Hello, Ducks. Yakumin says, hello, everybody. Yakumin, how's your suntan after the shootout? Thank you for all the videos. They sent me 300.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's just leave it there. Frana says, good evening, Ducks, and let the new season begin, for sure. It's going to be an epic season. Martin says, not Ducks. Ricky Pereira is watching. Evening, all you wonderful Duck and Duckettes. And Andre Vessels is watching. Shannon Schaefer, good evening, Ducks. Well done to Sunday 2 for winning the shootout. Good luck to Thursday, boys, and Sunday 1 Firethorn. Let's get 2026 started. Right. Mark is watching. Jenny is watching. Brian is watching. What a great season 2025 was. 10 out of 8. 2026, here we come. And Karen, so please ask Brennan how his singles went, is the question that's here.
Doesn't matter. He's
I knew Thursday was going to struggle on the day, so I just gave him 1 point just so that he can stay for a drink afterwards.
Very, very kind of you, Brandon. Very, very kind. So, gentlemen, if you want to ask and you want to be part of the conversation as we're going, feel free to put in your questions, whether it is part of the preview to the golf courses. I say to many people, we play these golf courses, especially like a Firethorn. We just played in November, so it's a bit tricky to to preview it in a way that we normally do because we kind of know what we're going to say. So if you can think out of the box, and let's have a nice conversation around it. Gentlemen, if you've been under a rock and you don't know where we are, there's 2 things I want to touch on. First of all, the calendar is out there, and this is how we're starting. Modderfontein, Firethorn, and then Wanderers. And then we move on to February, Houghton, Pretoria Country Club in Reading. And then you can cast your eyes down the rest of the list because we are playing to get into the Masters. March, South Downs, Irene, Magalies Park. That will be the last one before the Masters at CCJ. Don't forget, it will be on a Thursday. Okay. Lots to look forward to, for sure. The second thing, if you've been under a rock, is Ryan, congratulations on your new booking platform. That thing has really come out well. It took you many months, and then we've had a lot of good feedback. I'm going to give you the floor to paint a bit of a picture of how the whole process has been, because you haven't really spoken about it until it launched.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not just me. We had a lot of guys involved, a lot of suggestions that came through. The older platform, yeah, it worked, but it wasn't great. It didn't look great to the eye and all that. And behind the scenes, it wasn't really the greatest. A lot of admin was involved in that. We wanted to try and get things a bit easier and also easier for the guys booking and everything. So we got a couple of guys and that did sort of some testing for us and everything, and we implemented some features that were suggested over, I want to say, over more than a year, that people were coming saying, you know, suggestion for this, or try this, or wouldn't this be nice if this was on the app? So we tried to do that. And the biggest thing was to make it as easy and simple as possible to book, so that literally anyone, if you don't like technology, that even for you, it's easy to use. And we wanted to make it as simple and quick and easy to use. And yeah, that's it. I spent a bit of time doing it. I had a little bit of AI here and there that helped me a little bit. When you get older, you don't always remember your coding. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, watch your space. A lot more features will come through because we have been still getting a lot of suggestions. You know who you are. We were actually talking yesterday. I'm almost complete with that feature, so we'll have that launched pretty soon. And yeah, we're looking every 2 months or so to do a little bit of an update if there are any features that people suggest. Nothing crazy, please, but just to keep it simple and keep it easy to go, to make the booking platform a lot easier for everybody to do.
100%. So just something from my point of view, for the guys that don't know exactly how to work the app at this point, because they don't read or so, remember you can book for yourself, you can book for a friend, you can pay for a friend, you can use your free rounds, you can use credits, you can even cancel in the end. Please just make sure that when you cancel, it is 48 hours before, otherwise there's troubles. But yeah, so I mean, you guys have the flexibility to do pretty much your own bookings on the platform. Just make sure that your free rounds is there. If there's any issues, let us know. We can see on the back end. But yeah, the app or the platform is basically yours, and yeah, we don't have to get involved anymore. Well, not that much. So yeah,
As much as it used to be.
And
My favorite is the cancelling of things, and that the events you can book up front. I mean, a lot of guys this year have taken up full packages, like paid for the season. So
Yeah.
they have their free rounds and they can book January, February, March already up until the
Yeah.
major. And then we'll look at extending that further on
Correct.
to see if there's no teething issues with the amount that we have opened. So well done for that.
Well done.
And let's keep it going. Let's get straight to the shootout now. Okay.
sorry, Maz, I was going to quickly add
Yes.
one more thing there quick. Do visit the Duckhook YouTube channel. If you do have hassles on how to book, we do have a how-to video there for the app as well, just as a reminder. Yeah,
Cool.
that's all.
So when you finish this video, just go to the video tabs and it's right there. And somehow watch all the others and then add some views to what we've done. This was the champions, or is the champions, I should say. Brandon, I'm going to leave the floor to you so you can congratulate your individual players on a successful day.
Thanks, Mas. Yes, it was really a great day, and I couldn't have asked for a better bunch of golfers to share the day with, and the trophy at the end of the day. I'll start off with my two vice captains, Gerard de Bruto and Jenny Wallenkamp. Jenny, I think she's the first female golfer to qualify for the shootout, and she really came to prove a point. And and Donna, the shootout veteran.
Yep.
Vickers, Gary, Stefan Lombard, Henry Sim, Gerard Poseidonite, my partner for the day, Simon Harding, Jacobus Erasmus, and Sadesh Garip. I just want to, there's quite a few guys on the team that it was their first shootout as well. So I think they really enjoyed the experience, and they they're motivated to qualify for this year's or next year's shootout as well.
Talk about your team gears, your WhatsApp group, your build up to the thing.
So there was a lot of chat on the group, motivating each other, giving advice, comments. So I leaned on a lot on my vice captains and Donna as well on their experience for the pairings, and we had quite constructive backwards and forwards on what they thought, and at the end of the day it worked out.
Yeah.
Everyone gave their input on every aspect, from the shirts, from the caps, from everything. So we really were a strong team at the end of the day. And
if you haven't seen the shirts, there was very nice designs. I'm going to say the Barbarians won the shirt design for being way out there, and the Thursday League as well. I'm sure you'll see them popping up in the league games. Very cool. Then I want to show you the winning moments. If you haven't seen the video, I can tell you when I was putting it together, I wanted to see everybody's reaction. So I watched it about 10 times, that moment that it gets announced and everybody jumps up, so that I could see Brandon's reaction, then I can see Donna's reaction, then I can see Sudesh, and etc., etc. Brilliant. It just shows you how much it means and what great competition that we put together. So have a look. Drum roll, please. Sunday 2. Guys, you must be terribly excited. Congratulations.
It was a fight out there today. Like I said, I'm really, really proud of my team. Everyone really fought hard and contributed. My 2 wild cards brought in full house. So yeah, it was a good day.
Gary, you must be thrilled.
Yo, man, Maz, this is an amazing feeling. I mean, we put 4 points on the table as a team. It was a fantastic day. We managed to carry each other throughout the day, and it was just a fantastic day out on the course. This feels amazing.
Team champions, another trophy to the title. Well done.
Yeah, really enjoyed the day. Thank you everyone for making the day happen. We thought we had taken it by a bigger margin, but it came down very tight. But yeah, happy.
Donnie, you've won multiple of these.
Yeah, I have, yeah. I just said to Brandon as well, it's like most of the Sunday 2 teams actually do win. And I've been in part of, I think, 4 or 5 winning teams already.
No, wonderful, man. Yes, what a lekker day.
Did you expect it?
Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
I was just a member. I was just a member, yeah.
It was very awesome. It was a nice day. I made 3 birdies today. My first 3 birdies for the year.
1 for 1 on team shootouts. So see you guys next year to get my trophy back.
Just won singles, and unfortunately the team game, the matchups didn't go so well. But yeah, next year's another year.
Ecstatic. It was a tough day, a long day. We played all 36 holes, and yeah, I think it was tight at the end, but we loved it.
Vickers, how did you go today? Excited?
A great morning day, winning the singles and match play, but the afternoon was a bit tough.
Oh, so ecstatic, man. I had a good partner today.
Yeah, we dovetailed very well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we scrambled in the beginning. But we pulled it together nicely, and yeah, scrambled and dovetailed all the way.
Jenny, you must love the team stuff. You won with the Gladiators, now you win with Sunday 2.
What can I say? I'm probably good luck.
Brandon, tell us, what was the key to your success, do you think?
I think it was just a good bunch of golfers together. We had good camaraderie. Yeah, it's a lot of first-time shootout players here, and I think they were really hungry for the win, and we fought hard.
You've got a bit of a record yourself now. Tell us about
2
it.
2. My second shootout qualifying, my first actually playing, and my first as captain, and won it. And Josie also won, so yeah, 2 and 2.
2 and 2, Brandon. That must make you happy. If people don't know, you won the Team Josie Clash with Josie. You must be a born leader.
Yeah, and the Josie Clash also, I think, came down to 1 point, I think, at the end of the day. So maybe the Rusty Erasmus of
Yeah.
of Duckhook.
You said it.
Taking it by 1 point.
Yeah, we just got to give
Yeah,
you.
big game,
We'll have to give you more responsibility to see how you go in the future. Very good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, sorry. I was just say I might not necessarily play well in the match play format, but yeah, it seems like I can captain. So it's
Ryan, remind everybody, it starts now to get into the shootout team.
Yeah, starts now and it lasts for the whole year long. So yeah, do your best and get into the top 10s of each of the leagues, and yeah, you can be part of the shootout team and have just as much fun as we all did on Sunday.
And I like how Brandon said that his 2 wildcards that he'd chosen got him a full house, which was a bonus.
Yes, it was. Yeah, and if I could say to anyone that hasn't played a shootout, it was my first one playing, a second one qualifying, and if you've got a goal for the day for the year, that's definitely it. It's a great day. It's really early in the morning, but we do it for golf.
It's a long day, and us old bullies to play 36 rolls is interesting, but I suppose we have to get fit for that day and beware of the December so that we can get through the 36 rolls. I do enjoy the scramble drive in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We will touch on that when we go through the results. But let's go through AM. So this was a teams that teed it up nice and early. Hopper 6. I must say, when the messages got out in the group and said, try and be there just before 6, and everybody's so early. But by the time we get at Hoppers 5, everybody's there. So excited they are. So we started off, and Ryan, you took us away.
Yeah, we took it off. Fats and I had sort of high hopes or expectations from ourselves because we've had a good record as being partners at the shootout. But yeah, it came to bite us a little bit. It wasn't one of our best days. We struggled a bit. But we managed to keep it close with Donnie and Leon. And yeah, throughout the day, it was going up and down between us. And then, yeah, I think Fats and I had managed to pip it at the end there and win the match there at least. It was actually very good fun. Donnie and Leon were great fun. It was great camaraderie and it was just lovely the day. And yeah, like I said, the weather was great, so that helped a lot.
Nice. Match 2, it was Paul Wallenkamp and Hansi took on your father and Martin, and another point for the Barbarians. And then our game against Jamie and Grant was, up and down in a sense of they went 2 up, we caught them, back to all square. They went 2 up, we caught them again, back to all square. Then they went 2 up again, and then we caught them again, and then they went up again, and then they won it. So it was like, yeah, we just couldn't, but they would pull off some shot somewhere, or we would cock up something somewhere, and then it just would not fall in our favor a lot of the time. Jamie had let me tell you, on both our rounds, on the par 3 16th, Jamie made a birdie to basically derail what we're trying to do. And in our second game with Jenny, she made a birdie from off the green to derail that as well. And we were in it up until then. So thank you very much, Grant, or Jamie, and Jenny for deflating us very quick.
Big time, man.
Kevin and Karen playing his first one. All square against George and Henry. Then Jason and Riyad, 1 up against Jaco and Stefan. And then Lukey and Rudy losing out to Kunrad and Rudy. 2 and 1. Final 3.5 points to Barbarians, 2.5 points to the Thursday League. Let's move on to the other team. Sunday 1 versus Sunday 2, Brandon.
Thanks. Okay, so we started off the team match play champs against Jaco and Henning. That ended 2 up to Sunday 1. Myself and Karak took on. Yeah, I think it was a quite a close game. Speaking to Sedation and Donna, it is sort of 4 golfers against each other, so it's small margins.
Yeah.
I think they were all square sort of up until 13, 14, and then Jaco and Henning came back. Then myself and Karat took on Vaughan and Ashley. The scoreboard doesn't quite do us justice. It was quite close the first 9. Vaughan played very well the first 9. I think he parred 7 out of the 9 and it was bogey on 2 of them, 20 points. He was on fire on the day, as you expect with Vaughan in match play. So once we got 3 down, I think we turned on 1 down and once we got to 3 down, it was quite a struggle. And my 2 vice captains took on Brian and Mark. No time to listen. They won 2-1 at the end. My 2 wild cards, Jacobus and Gary, took on Peter and Andre 2-1. Henry and Vickers 3-2 against Lucas and Barry Fenter. And the surprise pairing for me of the day, because they never played together before the shootout, hammered Sunday 1, 7 and 6.
Big score, 7 and 6. That means you guys had 4 points of the AM. You must have been taking that confidence into the PM for sure.
So, yes.
Yeah. And then 2 points for Sunday 1. Then we moved on to the afternoon round, and this is where the scramble drive came in. So you had to take 9 of each person's tee shots, shall we say. I think we did pretty well, Fricky. We were kind of like even most of the time.
Yeah. I think I started a little bit more on fire than you, but then you came back nicely. And it was fun seeing you tee off in the last 2, which was very, very scary for you, I would say. I could see the stress in your face, but I think it worked out well for us. We actually did very well, I think.
Yeah, we were one down coming down the last against Gerard and Jenny, and I hit my best drive of the day on the last hole to put us in contention. Thankfully. It could have gone a different way, but thankfully that was the case. I spoke to other guys who said that they were so lopsided where they had 6 and the other guy was on like 3, and now they're panicking. So it is an interesting format, especially if you're kind of hitting in the same place and who you're going to take, or if you're left, right, or is this going to be a better angle in? Yeah, good format. PM.
Bets and I had that. Yeah,
I think it does help playing it in the PM, where you kind of get a feeling of your partner's drives.
Yes, for sure.
It is very strategic, because you tend to go for the longest drive, but it's not necessarily always the best option for the holes coming, and what to do.
100%. Ryan, you lost.
Yes, we did. We took our struggles onto the PM round, and just as you guys were saying, Fats and I we started with a bit of strategy to decide who's going to tee off on which hole, and as we know, it doesn't always go according to plan. And we ended up using a lot of my drives early on. So I think the last 3 holes or something, Fats had to tee off while I had to sit and watch. Because we both sort of struggled a bit, and we were forced to use more of my drives earlier on. But it was a close game. It was a good game. But I can see we can see why Dana and Sudesh are the team champions. They're a good team. They're a strong team, and very consistent as well, I must say. Dovetail very well as well, I must say. So it was good. It was good against them, but we unfortunately lost against them.
And then, sorry, Brendan.
Yeah, yes, it was a very close game as well. Myself and Gerard played well together, and we know Martin is so consistent off the tee, and Louis as well. It might not be far, but it's dead straight. And they just got us towards the end. We fought back to bring it to almost to try to get a half, and just on the 17th. Louis had a monster putt and sealed it for them. The last game, Mazen, Fricky, you got an all square. You explained that one. My wild cards again. Then another win against Henry and George. Henry and Vickers. It was quite a tight game. We followed it towards the end. I think that 18th hole is quite a tough hole to end on. And it was basically up to that. I think that actually ended up 1 up, I think. But anyway, there was a win for Barbarians. And then all square at the end. Kun and Rudy did well. It was 2. They were 2 down, I think, on the 12th. So they did well to fight back to get the half a point there. So that could have gone either way.
Could have gone either way. But 3 points apiece. Barbarians didn't do too badly, at least, because I think, Fricky, at one stage you were looking at it and telling me, geez, we're getting hammered. As a Barbarians team, I
think it was like.
I think at one stage you guys were only up on our game. I think.
Yeah, 5-1, yes.
I'm going to go through the next one, and then I'll get some of your comments in. Sunday 1 versus Thursday. Jaco Jacobs and Henning beating Donnie and Leon. 1 up. Ashley and Vaughan losing to Hansi and Paul. All square, no time to listen. I think that also came down right to the end. Peter Zach and Andre Vessels, 1 up against Kieran and Kevin. And then Barry White and Lucas beating 1 up. That's a good win against Jason and Riyadh. And then at least not such a big defeat for Leon and Deerwald. And that was a 2-1 for those gentlemen. What did I say? I'm going to put some comments in. Here we go. Let's start from the back. Hansi says, I'm reading it as we go. Our 4-ball was on fire in the PM, halved 1 hole with bogey, and the rest was pars and birdies. A total of 12 birdies between the 4 of us. That is excellent. Jeez.
Excellent. Wow. Yeah, that's good.
I think we might have had 2 birdies in both our games. Total.
Yeah, it was Jenny and Jamie.
Yeah, both nails in the coffin there. Just to recap on our game again, I think against Gerard and Jenny, we were all square up until the 8th, and then Gerard made birdie. No, there was no
8th and the 9th. Yeah, 8th and the 9th they got up because we turned 2 down, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So the first 7 holes, all square. Karen says, myself and Kevin were 6-3 in scramble after 9, just to put the pressure on you gentlemen. And then Jenny says, Maz and Gerard had the last 2 left. Me and Flicky were all done. Yes. There was a matter of singles. Now, you wouldn't have probably put too much note into what the scores was and what the singles results were, but this is how it came up once we put the matches together on a graphic. Gerard Bruto losing to Donnie, 30-24. Corpus Erasmus smashing Grant. This was in the AM, which was the virtual singles. That's pretty much the highest score. Henry Sim won or topped the leaderboard in the AM and beating Jason by 4. Dana missing out by 1 to Kevin. Stefan missing out by 1 to Rudy. Gary taking on and beating Riyadh. Simon, he was second on the leaderboard on 36 points. It just shows you how difficult the course actually was playing when 32 was the highest, beating Hansi. Vickers Lee just losing out to Jamie. Jenny beating Leon Oosthuizen on a low-scoring game. Gerard beating Paul on a low-scoring game, 26-23. Brandon losing out to Kieran, 28-22. And Sudesh, there is a 32-32, which meant that Sunday 2 got an additional 6.5 points to the Thursday's 5.5 points. Let's move on to the other team's virtuals, which was Sunday 1 versus Barbarians, gentlemen.
Let me go through it. Andre Wessels beating Jaco Swanepoel there. Jaco Jacobs all square with Mr. Louis Jensen. Dewald van Rensburg beating Mazzo. Mazzo, you had a shocker on that first 18. But unfortunately.
As Henry was on the top, I was on the bottom. Let me tell you, I looked at the scoring to see how am I doing against Dewald, and then I scrolled. This is my 5 holes to go, and I'm dead last. And I said, okay, never mind.
Ashley Herman losing against Rudy van der Walt. Peter Zach all square with Georgie. Brian Owen losing against Martin Tauter. Barry losing against Koenraad. Lucas all square with Stefan and Riet. Henning Pretorius beating Fatsy. That was a bit of a shocker, unfortunately. And then Vaughan beating Ryan. So I think Vaughan was second then on the leaderboard. Leon van Aarde losing against myself. And then Marky losing against Henry. So Barbarians in the end got 6.5 there.
And this is what it all meant. Sunday 2, 13.5. Just by half a point. So close. Barbarians 13. That might be their best showing from a points perspective. Sunday League 1, 11. And then unfortunately the defending champs coming in at the bottom with 10.5. That was a shootout. Why was the course so hard? I think the greens, people couldn't get the pace of the greens. There was a couple that we just hit and they don't stop. I mean, it gets to the hole and then it just rolls out that extra 1.5 meters, 2 meters. And then you miss the one coming back. That didn't help. The rough was rough.
Yeah.
There's a question we could we could have asked around as well. Let's ask everyone, how many people had lip outs and how many lip outs did each of them have? I mean, the amount of lip outs, I reckon they had something around those holes, like turtle shell holes or something, because as the ball gets to the hole, there was some magnetic field or something that pushed those balls around the hole.
I
But
heard
yeah,
from
when I was talking to the guys, it sounds like there were hundreds of lip outs.
So I heard from someone that they hadn't changed the pin positions for the last 3 weeks.
Oh wow!
Because of all the rain and that. So I don't know if it's true, but that could be it. And the pace of the greens also changed between the AM and the PM as well.
Yeah.
They were a lot slower in the PM for some reason, and the bunkers
And
were
some holes different battles.
horrid.
Yeah.
Anybody else putt off the green from one side to the other? I did it twice. For sure, just gone. Whoosh.
We had one or two putting up and down the green, trying to get up the up the slope, but
it's always the case. You smoke the first one, and then you hit the second one halfway.
Yeah.
That par 3 with the false front, both the tee shots just lands in the middle of the green and then rolls. Or you just stand there watching it roll down. But yeah.
I must be
checked
honest.
quickly. The Players' Champ, which was medal, the winning score there was -2.
Okay.
And we played Stableford on the weekend, and it was less than that. So
yeah. I honestly, I think the scores were similar, but I thought the course was played much harder than what it normally does. It's not normally that difficult. I just want to throw in something, and this goes forward to the rest of the season as well. Ryan, I need you to remember, once the prize giving starts, we need to close the live scoring.
Yes.
So that people cannot adjust things. Because when we were going through it afterwards, there was changes in the actual leaderboard the next day. So that, it doesn't help you changing things because it changes the result, which isn't the result when Ryan does the prize giving or gives me the scores. So yeah, we'll need to, that is your responsibility, gentlemen, to make sure the scoring is right. It doesn't help coming to me the next day to say, yeah, but the score is not what it was. I mean, you have the app, so make sure it's correct.
100% right, yeah.
And also what happens is like, you don't notice, but then somebody will add a shot and then the ranking points go like this because now they've jumped. They could have been tied for like 10th with 5 other people. Now they go up and then they grab much more ranking points because of a change. So once prize giving is done, that leaderboard needs to be done because it needs to be right.
100% right. Agree.
Yeah.
So on that, Ryan, I know you normally ask us not to end the round on score capture in case there's issues afterwards, but maybe that needs to be done before the prize giving, the confirm and sign.
I'll send out an announcement that is actually working now. There were a little bit of glitches with the verifying, which is why we didn't want to do it. But it is sorted out now. It is working now. So there will be an announcement out that we can start verifying those. But even if that isn't done, I'll be closing the round as prize giving starts. So if there's any issues, you've got to come to me before prize giving.
Please, it's your responsibility. We can't score for you. Let's put it that way. Paul Valencamp says, I had like 6-7 lip outs.
Exactly.
Right, so that's Shootout. We play again, and then we do it all again next year. What's up next is Modderfontein. And I'm going to play, because it would be nice to see now what the goals of the season for the players were when I spoke to them. And good luck, everybody, with your goals. I hope you will make them.
Get into all 4 majors. That's the goal for next year.
So try and get a few more points, finish a bit high up the leaderboard. And again, looking at some courses that are scheduled for next year to play them. That would be my first.
I want to get at least 4 under my belt next year. Okay, it doesn't have to be in a row, but that's what I'm aiming for.
Goals for 2026. Well, I've got to be specific about this because I just want to win 1. If I can win 1, then the goal is done. Whether it is a league game, major, it doesn't matter. I just want 1 trophy for 2026.
Probably say my 2026 goal would also be top 10 and maybe 2 wins and a major. Then I'd be happy.
26, I want to get myself more fit, back to the gym or something like that. And I'm going to try to play more.
Goal for 2026, I think, has got to be a team series and a major. Those are the two things missing on the CV.
Goals for 2026 is obviously to win a few more tourneys, maybe a major or two.
Hopefully I can just keep on going and maybe win one or two more. To win more than one event and finish. I want to finish in the top 5 in any of the leagues. So that's my goal.
I mean, I would love to still get my first win, but again, I think just finish top 10, get maybe a top 5 finish.
Goals?
Just keep plugging away. It would be nice to retain the Thursday League and maybe win 1 or 2 more events, but also the Classic. It would be nice to have a good run at the Classic.
Well, try and make one of the top 10s in one of the 3 leagues. That's just going to be it. Try and be more consistent next year.
Goals?
Get back to the form of beginning of the year. As always, just try to consistently shoot low 80s and high 70s if possible.
What's your goals?
The goals definitely is, obviously coming back with the Mighty Ducks, me and Donnie. So obviously team games would be the definite priority. And it would be nice to defend the Classic and then obviously go Team Frikkie,
Yeah, I say 2026. I think consistency, that's always the key for me. Just trying to play a bit more consistent, not those lots of those terrible holes, and then maybe win something.
Yeah, I think a win, but I think I specifically want to win a league. If I can win a league and captain the Shootout squad, that'll be my top priority.
I'd like to be a bit more consistent. At the moment, it's one good game and then one almost bottom of the leaderboard. So just get a bit of consistency, and I think it's more mental than anything. But hopefully, we can sort it out in 2026. Be a bit more up there. Maybe be like a Jaco Jacobs next year.
Top 26, definitely Gladiators is on the top of the list. And then we've got teams as well. Myself and Sarah decided to join next year, so I think that's going to be an interesting move. So that's the objectives for next year.
Obviously trying to win more games and get more guys to come and play with us, and just enjoy the spirit of Duckhook boys. It's always fun, always a
Very nice, gentlemen. If you haven't given me a goal on this video, drop it on the comment line and then I'll read it for you. Brandon, what's your goals?
I think sort of the main thing is just to obviously be more consistent, or be consistent again, and at least win one series event. I came close a few times last year, so I think that's it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. To make sure that stats and stuff happen quite nicely. I think that's from my side. From the golf side, just continue. It has started improving. I did struggle a bit in the first half, a bit more than the first half of last year, but started coming right. So I think I'm there. I will be able to be in contention there. So, just to keep going and keep going forward. Keep it.
Yeah. Well, you got a victory last year at Michali's, so at least you got that. Can you get another one? I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. Let's move to Thursday League. Jamie Sherry said that he wants to try and go with 3-peat as the Thursday League champion. That would be amazing if he can do that. There's only 2 players who's won the Thursday League twice, and that is Frikkie as well. Well done, Frikkie, for those 2 trophies. And then some names: Jason in 2023, Yandre 2022, Simon in 2020, Carl Jacques. Now we're going back in the history. If you don't know these guys, 2018, Brewster Toy 2017, Andre Kotzer 2016, Thanato Tours 2015, and Sean Salmon won the inaugural one. And this year is the 13th season of the Thursday League. Frikkie?
Yeah, absolutely. When I started playing Duckhook, I competed in the Thursday League, and it was great. Obviously, from a Thursday point of view, for me, it's more the networking with guys that work. Not on the week, but it's like a league, and it's obviously same type of guys in the end, but it's actually different as well. Lower handicaps apparently as well.
Yeah, apparently. Let's move on to Modderfontein. Modderfontein, this is, if you haven't played Modderfontein, this is the course layout. Gentlemen, it's nice and early tomorrow. We're starting at 7:24. We've got 39 players partaking in the first league game, which is a great number. If you're wanting to know what are we aiming at when it comes to scores, well, I can tell you that when we started Sunday 1 in 2025, this was the results, and Gary Mansfield took it on -1, and Leon van Aarde on -1, and Gary took it on a count back. Andre Wessels was there even. Grant Westfall +1, Leon Oosthuizen +1, and we work our way down the leaderboard. So Modderfontein is not an easy golf course. It's a golf course which we all know that you really need to be on the right side of the fairway of the tee box. There's a lot of holes on the first line especially that if you're a bit fadey, there are trees in the way. So it's about finding the right place of the tee box. So I think that will, if you do well that day, that is already going to be in your favor. And then it's just about making the putts, because the greens can also be quite slick there. What do you reckon?
A lot of trees, and normally this time of the year the rough is quite long as well, because with all the rain they don't really cut it. So I think that makes it a very difficult course.
Yeah, Mazzo, from my point of view, I think if you've worked this week, or let's say the last 2 weeks at least, on your driving, you could be topping on on the top of the list, because it's in my view, it's quite long. But if your approach shot, or it's not your approach shot, if your driving shot is in the right place on the fairway, from there it puts you in a position where you can actually then score. Yes, short game obviously and putting would be contributing to that as well. But I think if you've worked on your driving skills this week, you can be in the top 5 at least.
I quickly put this in. Ricky says his goal is play in more than one major and make the shootout team. I think that's a realistic goal, Ricky. And then Yakumin says, I just want to average 30 plus points per game, which is a great goal, because as we know, if you average 30 plus per game, you'll probably make a shootout team for sure. Let's have a look at the field that will be partaking tomorrow. We start with the first with Jason Ivins, Eddie Ivins, Carl Vermeulen, and Luki Janssen taking us off. Myself, I'm playing with the new boys Mark Deploy and Lester Golding, who used to play with us way back. And Daryl Miller is another new face that I'll be hosting on the day for the 3 new boys. Rudy Peturis, Delano Varnica, and Michael van Riel and Jacobus will be next. Gerard Brute, George Hunter, Vickers Lee, and Grant Nell. And then Gary, Ashley, Michiel, and Riyadh will be the last golf at 8 o'clock. I'm trying to see if there's any handicaps there that kind of favor people. I think Rudy Peturis for 11. He might be interesting. Gerard of an 8. Gary's a 15. I think Ashley. How's Ashley a 14? I'm sure he's better than that, surely. Riyadh's playing off 11. Jason off a 7. Nice. Let's go to the backside of the field. And I almost want to say that I think these guys might have it a little easier than the front 9. So let's see. It'll be interesting to see if these guys are more up on the leaderboard before they turn. Kun Peturis, Eddie Kotze, and Dylan Madison will take them away on the 10th. Jacomin Hansi, Rudy, Ronnie, and Josh. Next up, Kevin Ho, Jamie Sherry, Leon Oosthuizen, and then Martin Franna. Fricky Stain has just unfortunately cancelled, so we've got another replacement. So, Martin, if you're watching, you need to host another guy there. And Vickers Albert returns after 2 years hiatus. Andrew Fenter was also with us a few years ago, and he's brought his mates, Benny Kiwi and Benny Gerard Kiwi, to join us. I see Benny Gerard Kiwi is quite a golfer there on A3. Very good. So enjoy, gentlemen. So nice to see a lot of new faces, Frikkie.
Yeah, absolutely. And, obviously to mention this as well, it's upfront memberships as well. So the guys heard about Duckhook. They said they want to join. They want to do the upfront. They paid the next day. So, yeah, it's great. I mean, even Frikkie Stein and Vickers Alberts is back. So glad to see them as well. And like you also mentioned, there's a couple of old faces that came back as well. So very ecstatic that they are back. And, good luck, boys.
Yes. Just to throw it out there, if you want more than what your silver membership is currently giving you 1 round per month, and you want to top up, you're welcome to do so. It doesn't mean that you're now stuck on the silver. If you want to top up, you can. I think you can deposit straight into the account, right?
Correct. 100%, yeah.
Yes, you can use the app. You go to profile and you can top up on your profile to add credits, and then you can book games.
Right. Let's have a look at the pins for the day. We've got the par 3 ninth, which is the Marla Tour sponsored closest to the pin, where you'll win 350 Rand for closest to the pin. A voucher to use in one of your Marla trips upcoming that you want to book. That will also be a hole-in-one competition that Fats is running. I'll show you now. Par 3 14th is the Strixon closest to the pin, and then the par 4 17th, relatively short, will be the closest in 2. Talking about Marla Tours, as I mentioned, there will be a hole-in-one competition at every event. There's a 50 Rand entry, and I don't think that is a lot when considering this is what you could win in the months of January, February, March, and April. A 3-night stay at Fancourt for 2 people, valued at 35,600 Rand. 3 nights at Fancourt, 3 rounds of golf, which would be at Outeniqua, Montague, and Links. That is a fantastic price. So if you think you have a chance, or even if you don't think so, you might be lucky, and you could be the first. We had 2 holes in one this year. Maybe that could be you. Closest to the pin on the par 3 ninth, which is the hardest of the par 3s, most likely. Nah.
Absolutely.
I want to.
Mazza, I see on the commentary, Mr. Vicky Albert, he said he just missed me. So I missed you as well, Boykie. We'll see you on the course, eh?
I missed you, Fricky. Looking forward to playing with you boys again. Yes, I'm also looking forward to playing with you at some stage. But welcome back. Hans is glad to see you back, Mr. Alberts. Yes. I think he's won one. Didn't he win one? I think Glenn Vista or something he won. Remind us, Mr. Alberts.
Yeah,
Remind us.
Might have been.
Yeah, I think he did.
Could be.
Let's see if my memory is as good as I think it is. I wanted to show you the Amen corner around here, taking it from the last time we played Modderfontein on that Sunday League to start the season in 2025. Hole 6, 7. No. So hole 3, 4. No, I'm getting this wrong. Too much info. Hole 11, 12, 13.
There we go.
So it's par 3, par 4, par 5. I was reading the bottom line. So the 11th was the 6th hardest at 1.35. The 4th was the 7th hardest. They look the same number, but that was the 7th hardest, 1.39. And the hardest was the par 5 13th, can you believe, at 1. Through a whole field. And we probably had like 70 odd people. And to average 1 point on a par 5 is pretty tough.
But that's a very difficult par 5 as well. I mean, obviously your tee shot must be sort of on the right. Well, not many players can make it in 2. You obviously lay up. And then it's like a softies fairway there. So most of the guys, including myself, will duff your shot into the water. And then from there, it's kind of tough duties for you. So it's really tough. One of the hardest par 5s.
Another one, you need a good drive so you can get yourself in position. Because I don't see many people being able to reach there in 2, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's only one person with a better memory than what I have in the Duckhook community, and that is Hansi Aman. And this is proven. Because often I ask him things and he has the answer. And he has the answer this time around for Vickers Alberts, because Vickers won at Observatory on the Thursday League.
Observatory, that was long ago. Welcome back. Wow.
Yeah. I think he might have played the season off. Well, let me stop stating things and then I'm incorrect. So that is Modderfontein, everybody. We start the Thursday League with a bang, and then we go into an even harder course at PCC. Again, it only features on a Thursday, Pretoria Country Club, because we cannot get the numbers. There's a max of 40 players allowed on a Sunday for a social group, which doesn't help us. So I urge you, if you want to play a top-notch golf course, take leave for that Thursday and make a plan. Let's have a nice field there and come and play a very prestigious golf course as in Pretoria Country Club. Ricky, are you coming?
Look, I might play, and then I'll invite my partner as well, because I know he hates the course. So, we're probably going to play there.
Very nice. Right, let's move swiftly along to Sunday 1, which is now. It all happens at Randpark, Firethorn. We have another go at it. Let's have a look at the champions of Sunday League 1, which is currently Fricky.
Yeah, so myself on 2025, and then last year or the year before was Shandon. I had myself as a winning captain again on the 2023. Before that, Richard Stewart, Randall Chetty, and I think he started the Mavericks, if I'm not mistaken. Then Donnie Geldenhuys, Dana Perumal, Richard Stewart again on that one. So there's a couple of multiple winners. And then Werder Pretorius and Jaco Groblaar. That's the year that I joined and saw how golf can be played. So, thanks, Jakes from Canada.
Jakes from Canada. And let's throw it out there. This is the 10th year of Sunday League 1. Brilliant.
Yes.
Very
And
nice.
that's the year I started as well. I remember
Yeah.
the very first event was at Reading. Such a small field, and we grew immensely since then. It's amazing. For the 10 years, amazing how we've grown and grown and grown, and the people we've met and the great guys we've got. I must say, it's been great.
Correct. And the friendships we've made a lot of friendships.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I've again looked at the scores from the last time we played, which was not very long ago, and -7. And let's just put that into context around Firethorn. It's always low scoring there every time. So -7. If you think, holy cow, these Duckhook Oaks are ringers. Well, I can tell you that Firethorn, we've had -10s there, I think. So don't worry, we've had -6s. It seems to be a low scoring course. Gerard Snowman had a great round, -5. I think that might have been his PB, if I'm not mistaken. George Hunter, -3 for 10. Brandon, you had a nice time, but that's -2, and that's where you took your series victory.
Yes. I was actually on, I think, -6 on the 17th tee box, I think it was, and I think just the pressure was off for winning the season, and I just kind of forgot about the golf.
So you can see low scoring for sure. The course layout, as we know, it kind of, you go out and you come back, it's kind of fairway next to fairway, but the fairways are quite wide in most of them. So if you're good off the tee box and you can get a bit of distance, I think you can kind of play well at Firethorn.
Let's have an interesting question for the guys watching. Outside of the top 10 from November, everyone else in November that are playing now this Sunday, what would you do different coming Sunday to try and get a bit better on the leaderboard?
Yeah. So if you're watching, what would you change to try and conquer that whole better? I was going to put in the tee sheet. This is how it looks at the moment. If your name's not there, it's not like a live update. If you've just booked this afternoon, your name might not be there. Starting at 11:40, we've got a nice field going. We start with Vanislav and Andre Wessels, Sorrel Steyn, and Martin Tata. They'll take us off. Nice to see Rudy Matthew back, or Mattia, I think you say it is.
Yeah.
He's back, rejoined. And then Dirkie Muller has brought his mate Nico van der Sant. He's also joined us. Then Donovan Peacock has joined us. That is Hansie's common work friend. I'm not too sure. Or he played golf with Donovan somewhere, and then he said, "No, you must come and play Duckhook." So well done, Hansie, on recruiting. Andre van der Walt is a new name. Just going through the names here. You'll see I'm playing with Gerard Marius and Jaco Jacobs that day. Brandon, you're playing with Shannon Schaefer, Vickers Lee, and Riyadh. And Flicky, you're playing with Carl Chris Swanepoel, Tommy Fenter, and Justin Boyce.
I say, yes. Looking forward to that.
Moving on to the back nine. Stefan Henriette, Jaco Swanepoel, Jan Venter, and Cobus Kruger taking us off. And then we have Barry Vaughan, Rudolph, PJ, any new names here? Neil Hall always plays Firethorn. He's played with us before because Anthony Emeritus brings him in. I think he's a member there. That's why he comes. Anyone else? Leon Grant? Nope. Francois
good to see Janelle also being a member now. So yeah, it's good.
So there is a couple of spots left. We can add a 4-ball for sure if we get to that point. But it is at a point where we need to get that finalized after the game tomorrow. Obviously, then Ryan can add in the handicaps for the boys here, and then we'll send out a player or tournament handbook on Friday. Looking at the pins, Fricky, for the day.
Yeah, we've got the par 4 first, the first hole, Golf Concepts voucher. I think that's a tough tee shot anyways, but so to have that in close to is good. Par 3-8, we've got the Swixen voucher, and then, towel, sorry, and then the par 3 17th, Marla Tours hole-in-one prize as well, if I'm not mistaken. So, I think it's going to be, that's actually a very good hole, that 17th, come to think about it. Just memories between you and me, Mazzo, on that golf day.
Yes.
That birdie that we had to make.
Yes, and if we made it,
that's the one,
we would have won the tournament. Damn. We were close. I wanted to say, if anybody wants to sponsor a Close to the Pin, even if it's a once-off, and if you want some promotion, some advertising through our Duckhook channels, be free to contact us and add your name into the hat. Here's the Marla Tours, just to remind you that the 17th is the Close to the Pin for 350 Rand travel voucher with Marla Tours, and again, that is what you can win. So I put on the info group all the details if you want to send Fats some money to enter, and he will enter you straight away. This was the Amen Corner from Firethorn last time. I'll get this right this time. The par 5 12th, the par 4 13th, and the par 5 14th. So the par 5's featuring heavily here on the back nine. The 12th was the second hardest at 1.39. The third hardest was the 13th, which I don't know why that is the third hardest. It's such an easy hole. You just pretty much got to get it down there. And then the 8th, 1.6. Not the eighth hardest, 1.6. So that was the hardest stretch. Why do you think the 13th is so difficult if it's 1.41?
Mas, on my point of view, is I think a lot of guys takes the driver and they hit it in kakas there on the right hand side. So I think that would be the case, because for most hitters in Duckhook is probably like a 3 wood, maybe a 4 iron down, and then you've got like a 130 or 140 maybe in.
Yeah.
I mean, guys like me will hit the driver, doesn't matter what happens, and you'll find yourself then at little bushes.
Yeah, the tee box seems to be so inviting that for
Yeah.
those guys that could possibly do it, you think, I'm going to smash this one. And that's the problem. Don't smash it.
What we must actually do is we must compare the two. Once this is done, and the same with Modderfontein, we must take these holes and see what the new average is. So like the 13th, we see what that average is going to be.
Yeah.
See if we can do better, boys. Come on. See if we can do better. Mark says he's definitely playing Pretoria Country, or going to try and play PCC. Good. That's Randpark. So if you have any other questions around Randpark, please feel free to let us know. But yes, we all know how to play that thing. Very good. Yes, Frikkie.
So just, I don't see any commentary regarding what you will do differently. So since Statsman has asked the question, Statsman, what would you do differently?
Take less chances. You always get that par 4 we just spoke about. Perfect example. Not for me though, but a perfect example for you take chances. Oh, of course, we're a golfer. We can do this. Yeah, stop and think about that at the moment and take the correct club, make the correct choice. I'll probably just think about my shots a bit more.
I know what Brandon's is.
And that is?
What's that?
Finish 17 and 18.
Not think about.
Yes. I see. I also struggled on that 13th. I think Frikkie said I ended up in the kakas. So, yeah.
Gentlemen,
I think especially that back nine. I think the front nine is relatively straightforward. The back nine, it's a bit more tricky. You need to think a little bit more of your tee shots there and be smart and not just bomb driver.
The guy's playing Sunday 2 for Wanderers, if you're wondering. A field will be sent out soon, so we can check who's in and who needs to book, and let's get that field up. Don't forget, you really need to play the first one if you want to kind of be in contention for the player, the league champion. So get in. And Wanderers is back on the schedule. It should be fun. Also a difficult course. I want to also remind everybody that it's that time that this needs to happen. Yes, so Monday the 26th, we have to do the auction again because we've got players that need to be bought. How it's all going to work, we will reveal it. But first of all, there are 3 new managers, and that will be revealed on the show as well, who the managers will be. So make sure that you join in. And if you are interested in putting your name in the hat beforehand, because obviously we're going to start this as last year. The first event of February will be the first of the team series matches. And we haven't got people in that field, because we normally say if you're in the field, then you can be chosen, but we will do the teams up front. How it's kind of going to work is, as a rule for the teams, if you've played 4 or more matches in the season out of the 6, you retain your spot. The managers can keep you. They can still let you go, but if you've played less than that per for a team, then you'll go back into the auction pool, and then the managers can buy you back, because we've got to give people a chance. It doesn't help us just starting with the full teams, because then there's no point in being an auction show, is there?
Correct.
No.
100%.
A lot of excitement. I think the goal is beat the Gladiators. Whoever you play for, we just want to beat the Gladiators so we can keep them quiet for 2026. Correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Nice. Okay, so the correspondence will go out shortly, well, not shortly, within the next few days, about who wants to put their name in the hat, and then we'll build up to that show. All right. So we play this week. We come back next Wednesday. We review that and we preview Wanderers, and then so it is.
That's it. Busy 2 weeks.
Francis is playing two new courses this month: Firethorn and Wanderers. Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm glad.
New
And then
courses for you.
Mark is obviously interested in the team
Series, yeah.
series, for sure. I'm sure he played all
Okay.
of them, so it probably doesn't change. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Brandon, congratulations once again. Make sure that trophy makes its way around. And I can tell you, your medals are ready. So you'll be able to hand them out at Sunday too, at the prize giving to whoever is there at the moment. You can hand them out, call them out, take that moment again in front of everybody else and give them their medals. Ryan, thanks for all the hard work. And Frikkie, we will see you on Sunday.
Thank you. We'll see you then. Enjoy tomorrow, eh?
Thanks, Jeff. Thank you, everyone. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks,
See you on
everybody.
Sunday.
We'll see
Cheers,
you
eh?
on early Thursday, boys.
I will take bruises in the battle, but I'll never fade away. Don't know where I'll find myself tomorrow, but only love will save the day. I just became a superhero.